recently there's been a lot of news about Manchester United being interested in Morgan Rogers, and I wanted us to actually run through the transfer talks about the Manchester United left wing position, because as you all know, Manchester United is going to be going into the market to get a new left winger, because Manchester United basically just have Matheus Cunha most of the times, Patrick Dogu coming in as shifts in the left wing position. But I know that Manchester United is going to get a new left winger, and definitely Morgan Rogers is part of the players that Manchester United are interested in. And today's video we're going to be running through the whole situation of Morgan Rogers, how feasible the transfer is, and basically the amounts that we could be getting Morgan Rogers realistically. So guys, let's dive into this video together. So if you're always hearing about the issue or hearing about the topic of Morgan Rogers, I think the first question you should be asking if he's really suited to Manchester United. You would definitely have to have that question, if he's really suited to Manchester United, if he's definitely going to be a player that can transform Manchester United. Because if you look at Matheus Cunha's profile, if you look at the profile of Morgan Rogers, I think their profile are very, very similar. They are players that can play in the number 10 position, in the number 8 position, they can play in the number 9 position, and they are not players that can intentionally hold the width and try to take on a lot of players like a traditional winger would be. They are not players that have that kind of explosive pace. They are not the most skillful players, but I think there are players that can be able to do the shift on the left hand side. And you also need to ask another question: is this kind of player, this profile of player, is it basically what Manchester United needs right now? I feel that Manchester United needs a winger. They need a proper left winger, because throughout the seasons you're going to find out that there has been a lot of topics about Manchester United going for Yan Diamonde, Manchester United going for Iliminangia, and I think these are the profile of players we should be looking at. I know that there are not many left wingers in the market, and I know that with Christopher Vivell's connection with the Red Bull group, I feel that if Manchester United are serious for Yan Diamonde, we are definitely going to get him over Liverpool, because Liverpool is another club that is really in need of wingers, and I think they are also going for Yan Diamonde. But I feel that if Manchester United is serious about Yan Diamonde, we definitely get him, because that is the kind of winger we need. We need a winger that can be very flexible, that has an explosive pace like Marcus Rashford, that can take on loads of players, that can be very crucial in key games. And I know that Morgan Rogers is a very good player. He's a player that is consistent. He can be show up in big games. He has shown that in the Champions League, he has shown that in the Europa League, he has shown that also against Manchester United. I feel he's also a profile of player that Manchester United definitely needs, because he can be able to play in the left hand side, and he can also play in the number 10 position, probably when you don't have Bruno Fernandes on the pitch. But I feel that you can't just buy a player for 80 million, because I know that his price is quoted around 18 million pounds. You can't buy a player for 80 million pounds and try to rotate him or try to shift him between the left position and the number 10 position. Is it the profile of player that Manchester United should have in our team? Of course, is the profile of player that we should have in our team. Is he the profile of player that we need right now in the team? Obviously not. We don't need that kind of profile of player right now. I think we need a proper winger, and then we need a proper number 9 at Manchester United. I feel that Yan Diamonde, Iliminangia should be the target for Manchester United. Probably Rafael has been inconsistent for several years now, so I don't think if Manchester United will be looking at the direction of Rafael. But I feel that if Manchester United also tries to go for Morgan Rogers this season, I don't think he's a bad signing. He's going to be a very valuable player. He's going to be a very valuable asset for Manchester United. But I basically feel that we should be looking at other targets like Iliminangia and Yan Diamonde. So guys, if you want Morgan Rogers to be a signing of Manchester United, or to be a Manchester United player next season, I want you guys to give me your thoughts on the comment section. I wait to discuss on the comment section. I want you guys to like, to share, to subscribe to Tactical Trafford. See you guys in my next video.